Drogar back up to his feet. As you come back to your feet, Drogar, and look around, you notice, all of you in fact, people are starting to come up the hill. The townsfolk of Vallaki, drawn by the commotion. And now that it's grown quiet, they're sort of tentatively tiptoeing forward, looking at the chaos spread out before you. There's still dozens and dozens of zombie corpses around. Many of them are just like coal stains on the ground at this point after the turn undead. But the Burgermaster's mansion is almost fully destroyed. The scene is still pretty chaotic. But they all just kind of come up with a look of awe in their faces. And they just stare at you. And Rudolph makes his way over to all of you, looking you each in the eye, and says, "You won. Say something to me."
Come on, help me over.
So
Drogar's
Artemis like struggling with the weight of Drogar.
He's like 300 pounds. Yeah, just like dragging.
I must look so tiny under Drogar's arm. Like, come on, Kaz!
Kaz seeing this. She doesn't quite feel like she's ready, but she's got like a little bit more like energy pent up in her body, so she'll try to just exert out the last little bit of like fury energy she has, and she's just gonna like punch a cobblestone next to her. And it hurts. But she does that and damn it, comes up and yeah, she'll help too. She'll get Drogar's other arm over her shoulder.
And Drogar, like as he feels Kaz, he goes, "Oh, I see our secret weapon prevailed." As we like kind of walk over. And I think as we walk over, we like kind of come over and Winnie, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm helping.
Are you like?
I'm
like lifting my leg?
Take advantage on everything.
Lifting the foot as it moves.
Just 1 foot at a time. She like picks up and moves 1 foot, runs around to the other side, picks up and moves the other foot, runs around again.
That's exactly right.
Let's take advantage. We broke Tyler. And then Drogar gets over there and he goes, "Thank you." And Drogar stands there. And he stops, and he notices that he has 4 out of his 5, and he looks, and he clocks Callister, and I think we go back to Callister.
Well, yeah, and so we can. All this is sort of happening
Sure,
concurrently.
yeah.
So we can say like, as Pasha is like, start, like trying to boost you back up. It's then when Drogar is sort of coming forward.
So then I think what would have happened is Callister's with Pasha and he's thinking through just burying something and just letting what happens instead of him like being an active participant in something. And as people start coming to the mound to see what's happening, I think he's like looking for the Wachter brothers. And I think he's afraid of seeing them because I know how to tell them, but I also think he's looking for them so he can tell them.
Sorry, I killed your mom.
Give me a perception.
I think before that too, before Artemis helped Drogar, he had like his moment with Sasha where he like rushed up to her and like put his head to her forehead and just was like, "Glad to see her, alright, girl." Like, and then kind of she kind of circled around and
We're staying on brand. It's a 5.
It's a huge crowd of people. You don't spot them with a glance over the sea of faces.
And so if he doesn't see them, I think he's like he wouldn't bury Lady Wachter without letting them say goodbye.
Sure.
But I think he'd be like making preparations for it.
I think Drogar's gonna, with like whatever bit of energy is left, he's gonna kind of like telepathically to you be like, "Are you prepping the body? Would you like to join us?"
What does that mean? Is this message? What is this?
It's like it's the same thing.
Yeah, message is a cantrip. You can just sort of telepathically communicate with someone you can see.
Do I get to talk back?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think also because you're like a person of light, like this is that energy is still connecting the two of us. Are you still in Aasimar farm?
It's only last a minute.
Okay, so
I think it would have been.
Yeah, it'd be done by now, yeah.
I was gonna say because if you were in Aasimar farm, we definitely are still fucking connected
Yeah.
because of the plus
Well, I
one.
think just in general, you and Callister have
Yeah.
an extra special bond.
Yeah. So he'll do that. He'll be like, should we start without you, or do you want to prep the body? I know that you have plans for it.
And Callister will think back. I'll be right there, mate.
Very well, my friend.
And then he puts a hand on Pasha and goes, definitely going to take you up on your offer to help. But I have another matter to attend to, and I'll be right back.
Okay.
And then he goes off to meet up with the guys.
Okay. All of you standing together now before the crowd.
We're doing this.
This is our superhero pose. So
As an Artemis holding Drogar up
it's not
with Winnie
great.
It's
holding
not
his leg up.
but it gets the
Callister
job
strolls
done.
up.
No, I think Drogar will take just a slight step forward, and he looks at the crowd. And he goes, "People of Vallaki, today we have stood against the devil. And today we have won. Behold, zombies and demons of his horde, vanquished before the greater good. Behold, though it is not without pain in our hearts that we must vanquish Lady Walkton, who opposed us and threatened us with death. Behold, you who stand, you who breathe before us, the very lifeblood of this city. Behold, the heroes of Barovia. Who will fight with you till the bitter end.
Danica stands up. Listen to his words, my people. Yes, I say my people. For though our blood is born from different fruit, our roots have grown together. Long have we waited for a beacon to be lit to signal the end of the devil's reign. Here, now at the height of our city, we have lit that, and let our beacon be a name long forgotten, a name which graced this place before the devil came. This valley existed long before him. And with our new friends, and she gestures to all of you, I believe it can exist after him as well. I know this name. Do you remember it, fair people? Do you remember its name? Zenobia. Zenobia was its name. Long has it been a curse, but instead now let it be our rallying cry. For Zenobia! For Zenobia! and the whole crowd for Zenobia!
Somewhere an accordion strikes up.
Yeah, and the people cry and cheer, and you feel for a moment as this begins to happen, as this swell of morale takes root in the hearts of people at last. You hear a crack as if tearing thunder, and you look up at the sky, and for just a second, you see the twinkling of a star in the sky. And then it's gone.
Fuck yes!
Callister would have been like, boom.
Yeah, I think we'd all clock it. I think we like.
You all are just like moved by divine purpose. All of you like raise your eyes to the sky. Everyone in the crowd, the Mardikovs, Rudolph, everyone raises your head to a sky for just a second, and as you hear this thunderclap, you just see the twinkling of one single star before the fog again closes around it.
Do we feel like a quick breakthrough presence of our gods?
Something
too?
slipped. Yeah.
Like, you feel that quick, like, because I know for like Artemis, I feel like when he talks to Vallaki, it's like a warmth.
Yeah.
You feel that like a short burst of like that warmth, and then it recedes it again.
It's like when you are swimming towards the surface of the water and you've been holding your breath, and like you can see and you can just imagine how good it's gonna feel to breathe.
Yeah.
When you first break that's what it feels like for a
But
second.
you're still underwater.
But you're still drowned.
But you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
like
I
how
didn't
good it
quite feel
feels.
the connection,
Yeah.
but I almost felt the connection.
That's what it feels like for a second, and you are reminded what it feels like not to be in Barovia, and you are struck for a moment by how much this place has been weighing on you. And it settles in again. It's only a momentary reprieve, but you do feel it. Everybody take a level up.
And Drogar looks at Kaz, and in that moment wraps his arm around her neck and looks her in the eye and goes, "We can win." And then passes out. Oh god! Yes! Sick!
So we can either do it at the end, or we can take a break and level up now if you want, or we can keep going, whatever you guys want to do.
Level up.
Maybe if we
Level up.
find like
Level
a
up.
place to rest, and then we take break and level up when we're resting.
So yeah, let's say this then. If there's any other business anyone wants, because I'm assuming like everybody needs to go to sleep now.
Drogar turns to everybody and goes, "Come to the Burgomaster's mansion!" Fuck you! Fuck that!
But if there's anybody else you want to talk to, anything else you want to do tonight, let's do it. Then we'll say everyone goes for a long rest and we can do a level up.
The only thing that Kaz wants to do before she goes to sleep is drink heavily.
Yes,
Can
Artemis is down to drink.
And there's a whole bounty of food at the Blue Water still.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes,
that's
there
true.
is.
We
Yes,
should
there
go back
is.
there.
The feast.
You made this whole meal.
And nobody fucking ate it!
What is that right out the window?
Right. Fuck!
Move this chef's hat out of the way.
Too floppy.
Yeah,
I just imagine it's like an anime and he's like, Callister!
like daylight goes up and he goes.
And like, I'm picturing like, Callister just got choked out, right? And slammed into a wall. So he's like, oh.
shoots daylight and Drew, and then it's like Fred Flintstone Barney. He's like, Callister!
It's like, he looks out the window and sees like this fireworks display, and just that single beat of sweat goes.
Yeah, that was this morning. Yo. That was this morning.
I mean, yeah.
So I think the last thing that Drogar says is he looks behind him and he goes, like, looks up at the Burgomaster's mansion and his only thought is like, fuck that, I'm not dealing with that tonight. And he just goes, everyone to the Blue Water, there is a feast awaiting.
And Rudolph, having replaced his hat now that everyone is watching, says, I think a celebration is in order tonight. And yes, you make your way to the Blue Water along with half the town.
Drogar leans into Winnie and goes, you know, I'm really starting to like that guy.
And now the campaign can end.
It was all
It's
about
been
the
great.
friendship
Thank you,
bond.
Al. Joining us for the Strahdcast.
In the end, the real big bad.
We'll see you next time. Good night.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Character arcs all around.
I wonder if we don't have to play this out, but
You
I
can play it
wonder.
anything you want to.
I don't really want to.
Okay.
Bummer. But as we see that the people are starting to go, I wonder if I could go up to you, Callister, and be like, I know we don't have time to bury all of the guards that fought for us today, but maybe we could just make sure that they're all inside, just in case it keeps raining. And then I might just run upstairs and tell the Baron to mind his business, and just stay in his room, and we'll figure it out in the morning.
Winnie, I think that's exactly right.
Okay, so we're gonna spend now that the crowd has cleared and people are being led off to the blue water,
Mm-hmm.
we'll take however long it takes to get all the guards into the burgomaster's mansion and kind of laid out and
Sheets over top.
yeah, make sure that they're not gonna get rained on through the
A
night.
lot of them are mostly eaten.
Well, they'll be
But all the
mostly
same.
eaten inside.
Yeah, great.
And I'll run upstairs to the Baron's door.
Oh gosh,
Uh,
you monster.
Nobody answers, but the door swings open a crack.
Baron, it's me.
As
Out of here. Winnie as Batman.
It's me from before.
you
Swear to me from before.
you make your way into the room. They're in the master bedroom. You see Ezek laid out on the bed, and the burgomaster's the Baroness Lydia Petrovna is presiding over Ezek, and actually kind of you would know Winnie, but it actually looks like she's doing a little bit of healing magic on him.
I would see that and go, whoa! And take 2 steps back.
Oh, yes. I have been blessed by the Morning Lord with some small skill. I was never such a touch as my brother, but I do what I can.
Cool. She's the Baron's wife.
Mm-hmm.
Who's her brother? We don't know.
Oh my god, so many fucking secrets.
Who's your brother? What you mean?
More questions.
Oh well, he was
What you mean?
Father Petrovich.
Mm.
I'm sorry.
This is Barovia. We all lose family.
So listen. Where's the Baron?
He's in a. You look over. He's in a armchair, sort of just splayed out. He's taken his breastplate off, and you can just tell by looking at his face is beet red. He's
Wasted.
wasted.
Okay. So I'll talk to Lydia. I'll say, okay. Lady Wachter is dead.
She is.
Yeah.
I'm
And
terribly sad.
yeah. I'm sorry about that too.
The world is full of things to be sorry about.
We couldn't let the city fall into Strahd's hands like that.
Of course you could. It was her choices that led her there as much as yours. Don't trouble yourself.
Thanks for taking care of Ezek. Is he gonna be okay?
I think so. Perhaps even better off without that monstrous arm on him.
Yeah, that was bad. Do you know anything about that?
I wish I could tell you more, but it's quite beyond my know-how.
Okay. So listen, it's really a mess downstairs. And I don't think you guys should see it. And we're gonna come back tomorrow and help clean it up. But for now, I think if you can, I think stay upstairs, eat food, get some rest, and then we'll figure it out in the morning.
I think shall do just that, thank you.
Is that okay to do? Do you need anything?
I'm quite out of my mind at the moment. I can't quite think of anything. I am sorry.
No. That's a lot. I'm gonna point at the bear. Is he okay? I mean, no. But he's not, like, dangerous when he's like this or anything, right?
No, we've moved past dangerous. We're now at catatonic.
I think that's probably better.
I think so too.
I wish I had something to give you. I used to have bread in my bag, but I don't have it anymore. And,
But then I ate it.
do you need food?
Your name was Winnie. Yeah.
Mhm.
May I ask you a question, Winnie?
Mm-hmm.
Could I come with you?
Oh, yeah.
Do you think I'm very horrible?
I do not think you're very horrible at all. I don't think you're even a little bit horrible.
I can't be in this house.
Let's go. You know what? Let's go. I'll rush over to bed, up on the bed, and I'll like tuck Isaac in, and be like, okay, he's fine. He's good. You did great. And then off to bed.
And it's only when you draw closer and get the light in here is dim. It's only when you draw closer do you see she does not look good.
What you mean?
And she has little flecks of blood all over her face.
Whose blood?
What you mean?
Just like little, like, you know, like paint splashes
Uh-huh.
of blood all over her
This
face.
is the Baron's wife.
Yeah,
Does she have wounds of her own?
not that you can see.
What is... Whose is that?
What?
You have blood on your face. What happened?
He tried to leave. He tried to go. I told him it wouldn't work.
Oh no.
I told him it wouldn't work.
Oh no.
Oh, their son?
Oh no. Did you try to leave in the teleportation circle?
I tried to tell him it didn't work.
Oh
He
no.
was so sure. I can't leave this out.
Okay. That is not your fault. It is not your fault. This is a bad place. And we should go, okay? And me and all of my friends will come back in the morning and we'll make sure everything's okay, okay? Okay. Okay, can you wait here for just like 2 more minutes?
Yes.
I'm gonna go upstairs.
You do.
Yeah.
Okay. Go upstairs. Through the attic where you went, because you were with Artemis before, right?
Watch out for the door with the skull.
What's the worst that could happen? It has a skull over the top.
Little Winnie, as you make your way up the stairs and into the sort of attic space, you get this horrible feeling. The hair on the back of your neck stands up and you get a pit in your stomach as you make your way towards Victor's workshop, the door of which is slightly ajar. And as you just push it open, the entire room is covered in blood and viscera, like he was put into a blender and spattered all over the walls. And as you stand in horror, one of those little skeletal cats comes and just rubs up against your leg.
Alright, let's burn down the whole mansion.
I close my eyes and look away, and then reach down for the little cat and try to give it a little scratchy scratch.
You do something, it pushes into your fingers.
And I'll kind of watch the kitty go down the stairs.
I think at that point you might hear, Winnie!
I'll be right
Are you in
there.
the house?
Oh, I think we're like outside waiting for her to come
outside.
down.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm
Yeah, through the bay windows.
Yeah.
And Drogar's voice.
Winnie, are you coming?
Yep, 1 second.
Alright.
Little kitty,
It looks back at you.
are you nice?
It just stands there.
And I'm gonna and try and lead it over to the bedroom.
Pats its way back over to you.
And I will come up to the bedroom door where everybody is at, and I'm gonna get down on the kitty's level. Listen, kitty. The people in there need loving and nuggles. Only.
This is a skeleton.
Desperate times call for desperate measures.
Do your thing.
I'm
It
gonna
is a
look into
skeleton.
the kitty's skeleton eyes.
Uh-huh.
Can I roll insight on this kitten?
We could try. Yeah, sure.
I wanna see if it's gonna eat them.
The cat?
Yeah.
I don't think it's big enough. It's like a house cat size.
Just, without any skin.
I rolled a 24 insight on this cat.
You speak to it, and as you do so, it seems to grow bored, and it hops up on a bookshelf and does that thing cats do. But it's just its teeth knocking into the bones of its legs. So it's just kind of like.
And I'll say, that's probably for the best. And I'll make sure that Victor's door is closed again.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll peek my head in and I'll say, time to go.
Okay.
Okay. And I'll take Lydia with me.
Yeah, she just kind of like shambles and follows you.
Her hand.
Thank you, Winnie. You are very kind.
Sorry.
I don't know about that.
I just lead her down to everybody.